Okay guys, we're going to jump right into this project. So today we're going to make a spider and we're going to do it in pink. This is not quite pink, but the one we are going to make will be very pink. If you don't like spiders, that's okay, because I don't like them, but I like pretty spiders. So anyway, this wire, I got it in Michael's where the wreath section is, and it is 22 gauge. I can't actually list it because I got it at Michael's, but anyway, it is very, very stiff. And I'm almost out. I will be buying more of this wire. Now, the next thing, you're going to need 4 wires, and I cut 2 of them 10 inches and 2 of them 8 inches, and it's really all bent up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my plastic tip pliers. This project goes by pretty quick. If you've seen my spiders, they're in a playlist. We're doing this different because I did kind of struggle a little bit. And I will not be making a spider web. This is strictly a sun catcher. And I have one uploading right now. It's the introduction to this tutorial. If you don't have one of these, that's okay. You're going to mess around with the legs anyway. I'm just doing it like this because I can. And I have to move this tablet because if I don't, I'm going to knock my tablet over and then I'm going to cry. Sorry about that. So if you're new to my channel, mostly I do trees of life. I have been a little bit distracted lately and I've gotten away from it. After I finish my beautiful spider, it might work in a hoop. I have the wire cut, I have my idea ready, and I think that's what I'm going to do. But not today. "19 years ago today, I married my best friend. So I've been with him for 19 years, married, and quite a few before that. He is one hell of a lucky guy, I'll tell you. Okay, so we're going to also use this tool today. This is the Beadsmith one-step looper. I do have it in a playlist. I will definitely link this below. And I will also put these beads, they're in a playlist. I will also put them in the description box because they're crazy beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this looks awful dark. I don't know why. My lights are up high. And overhead light is on. Maybe it's just me. So anyway, because nobody likes spiders mostly, we have to make this one here really pretty. So that's what we're going to do. And then before, the way I did it, I tried to get all my wires on my pin. No. We're going to put the whole spider together first without legs. So this is a 2-inch pin. I'll also add that in the description box. And these beads are beautiful. They have like a little pink rose and some silver like foil in there. Really, really pretty. And before we do that, we're going to put a little end cap on first. Because it is white right there, I just want it to be pretty. Now that looks pretty. And we're going to do it on the other side. I did have a whole bunch of, I'll show you, beads to choose from. I could have used a clear with it, but it's still the same size. Ideally, I would like the bottom of the spider to be a little bit bigger than the head of the spider. Well, I don't have that. So today, we're just going to work with what we have. And we're going to make a beautiful spider. Sorry guys, this one here is just pretty. But check the tutorials. Check the videos and shorts. I made a green one too. I made a big green one. I made a little green one. Yeah, there you go guys. Look, isn't that handsome? I'm going to leave him here. And this one here is massive. And he's very, very friendly. We'll leave him there too. Just so you have something buggy to look at. All right, back to business. So now this is the body of the spider, and in between the body and the head is the halfway point. This is the body of the spider, and this is where we're going to put our wires. 2 on the top of that 6mm bicone and 2 on the bottom of it. But before we do that, we have to use our fancy tool, my best friend tool. I love this tool. So I like to hold it at the bottom in my hand, like I'll push it. You want to get as close as you can without breaking your bead. So just push it through. There's a little hole in the back. I did a full tutorial on this tool, and now I just like to bring it down close as I can. Just push on that like that, and now, oops, my hand doesn't open that wide. Hold that so it doesn't go flying, because it does go flying. Straighten it out a little bit and bring it towards you just a smidge, and then take it off. You have to kind of wiggle it off a little bit. Now we're done with that tool for now, and we're not going to mess around with this loop. First of all, the loop is perfect. I don't know if you can see that. Everything looks so dark. Must be me. So that is a perfect loop, and as you can see, it's nice and loose, so we have enough room to put on our legs. So let's take the 2 long ones that are 10 inches, and those are 8, which isn't going to really matter too much because it's going to depend on how long you want or how big you want your spider. Right now, this could actually be the size of this big one, or it could be a little bigger or smaller than the small one. It depends on you. It's really an easy project. I made it super easy because my hands say you have to do it super easy. That's why I haven't been around. My hands are saying even easy right now isn't easy enough. So I like to put in a pinch nice and tight with my pliers, and then make sure that it's not all crisscrossed like it is. Just open it up a tiny bit like that so you can slide it right beneath the head or body of your spider. So it's going to go right in there above that little bicone. Now what you're going to do is you're going to cross them. Before I was making little loops. No. I can't do that. And it was really a pain for me to do. So this is the easiest way. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to pull it really hard. It just automatically just crisscross it. And it looks good on the front. And we'll put a drop of glue on the back. This is the back. This is the front. Can't really see it, especially if I'm not in focus. Here we go. All right, now we'll do the bottom one. Make sure that this one here is also the 10-inch. Yes, fold it in half. And it won't matter because you're going to cut it anyway. But just to try and make it easy, or you can cut them all the same length and then adjust them as to how many beads you want to put on them. Open it up just a tiny bit. This one's going on the bottom half, so you're going to go right above your end cap there and above your bicone. See? And then just give it a pull. Just like that, right through your fingers. Isn't it nice when you have 2 fingers? You can just do that. You're not even pulling on your hands. Now, what you're going to do, make sure they're not crossed, which they are not. Now we're going to crisscross. Cross it over, just like that. Give it a little tug. Not even a hard one. Just a little bit. Just a tiny one. Now we have the 2 longest front and back legs of our spider. I like to do this because I don't want them to be crisscrossed with the middle leg. Now for the 8-inch, do it again. I really do recommend you use your pliers to pinch it, because if not, you're going to have to pull it tighter. So the tightest you can get, you need it to go, your pin to go through it easily. So even if it looks like it's too tight, it's perfect. Now make sure it's not crisscrossed. This is the back. So right now what we're going to do is go, see if I can show you real close. You take that and go right above or right below the bicone, above the other wire. This one here is a middle wire. Now watch. Give it a pull. And now you can't see it. Oops. Now you can. Alright, let me straighten out my spider. Turn. We're going to call it a her, because she's going to be beautiful. Cross it over and give it a pull. Nice and firm, one at a time, even if you have to. And like I said before, I was making like loops or a twist. No. It's going to screw up the look of my spider. But I will put the glue right there on the back. And this will tighten up as we go. Now I'm going to put it back. This is the underside. And I'm going to fold this one in half, like that. This is the hardest part, guys, honestly. The rest is going to go by really fast, providing I don't drop my beads all over the place, which that could happen. Alright, now this one is going on the other end. This is your top 2 legs, so this one is going to go again right above that bicone. So that's the middle leg. Put it right there and give it a pull. Now it looks like it went back down. That's okay, because once we cross it over and give it a tug, ain't go nowhere. Give it a nice tug. It also helps you straighten out your wire. Now you really can't even see it. And there's going to be so much pretty going on here. You're not going to see that. But what do you think so far? Does it look like a spider? Of course it does. Look, it's beautiful. So now, the beads that I chose, I'm going to make some noise. A little bit, not with this one. These are 6mm. And I have my pink. And this is going to be noisy, so I'm going to pause it for 1 minute. There we go. And I will also put these in the description box. Let's start with the top one. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put 4 pink beads. I could do 2 and 2. I'm going to do 4. I really like the pink. So there's 4. Now I'm going to take 1 6mm bicone. This also helps me to ensure that my legs are going to be exactly the same. And slide that all the way down, because if you leave a space, it's not good. All the way down to where the wire comes out from. And now we're going to do 4 more. This is easier than making a tree, guys. But you don't like spiders. Maybe somebody you know would like a spider. Or make a spider beautiful and give it to someone that you don't like. This is definitely a masculine looking spider. That would look good hanging from a big tree. Now there's an idea. Okay, so now we're going to do 4 more. I do have another 6mm bicone in there. I mean, not a bicone. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. They're round. I always want to say rondelay. I don't know. I have to have it in front of me, and I don't. So there we go. There's 4. And 1 more. So I'm thinking 5 or 6 of the clear ones will be where I'll end the leg. That is too short. That might work for the middle leg, but not for the outer leg. Unless I want to make this really small. And this is too pretty of a spider to make small. So I put 4 more. I will be pausing in between because basically we're repeating the same pattern, and then it's 6mm. I want to teach you, and I don't want you to have to spend 5 hours with me. And that is Miss Abby snoring in the back, in case you're wondering. There we go. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to do 1 more. So we'll have 5 of the round balls. I will do this one, and then I'll show you how I'm going to end it, and then I'll do the next one without you. I'll pop in and out just to keep you company so you can listen to me talk. I know you've missed me, right? For real, guys. Just haven't been able to do it. There we go. And we'll add the last one. Now I have to look at it because I want to make sure that it's not too big, because the body of my spider isn't that big. I think it is a little bit big. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think 4 will be enough, not 5. 5 is overkill. You could even do 3. I think we'll keep it at 4. I'm going to slide those off. And now I'm going to get my beautiful tool. I'm going to push it right through. The way this is, the hole is right there. It's pretty easy to use. Just put it like that, and it will go automatically right through. Oops, not today. All right, now make sure your beads are all the way down, so give them a good hard tug. You can hold it gently with this and tug down, and now release it, bring it all the way down, cut that off. I know, you hear her? And bend it back and open it. Now if you want, just do this. I'm not tightening it. It does have a space, and that's a good thing because we're going to need to tighten it later. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to do this next leg, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I finished beading. At first, I looked at it. It didn't look right. Do you know why? It looked like I had way too many. You have to make sure that those little bicones are all the way under, so that the body of your spider is on top of the legs. So make sure, otherwise it won't look good. See how good that looks? Now if you could see all the wire, it wouldn't look so great. It looks good. We'll keep it. So now I'm going to slide it all the way down. Pick up my favorite tool. Just slide it through and just gently hold on to it, just so you can position your hands the right way. And move it down a little bit more. Get nice and close and squeeze. Bring it back a little bit and release it from your tool. Again, that's just enough. There is a space. That's perfect. I'm not doing anything with that right now. We'll get back to that later. Actually, let's tighten it up. Might as well. Why not? So just get your round nose pliers in there and pull down on your bead. I don't care about the neck. I care about this being as tight as I can get it. So pull down and just keep twirling it. Now it looks like that. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Not too worried about it. If you want to be extra, you can do extra. I don't. I just do pretty. And now we have two little loops. This one here looks like kind of, yeah, oh, they're straight. It's not going to matter. I think I'm going to put a ring there. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'll probably put a jump ring there. So what I'll end up doing is just turning them. But for now, let's get rid of all of this. We will need all of them, every one of those tools. Now we're going to work on the middle section. We're going to do it the same way. I'm going to use four 4mm bicones. One 6mm. That is my stomach, guys. It's not thunder. It's okay. If you're new here, this is the thing. My tummy. It really makes a lot of noise. For no reason. Okay, 4 more. Bicone. 4 bicones, and now your clear one. Now let's see about how far do I want that. Someone's car alarm. Let's try one more set. So if you're gonna put this on a web, which I cannot make a web. Donna can make a web. I can't. I tried. I may have even posted my failure, and I'm not going to try again. So with that, I think that this right here is a good length. I don't want to go too far up. I think that's a good length. So there's 3 for the middle leg, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the clear for the outer. Now what I'm going to do, push down on my beads. I want to make sure that they go all the way down, because they can loosen up. Now I'm just going to fold this over. Again, if you were going to hook it onto a web, you might want to make a loop. I'm not doing that. And now I'm just going to wrap it. This is a little tricky. You want to get below that big 6mm bead, and then just wiggle it around a little bit. It's not going to come undone. Once you make that little fold, you're good to go. And now, don't use these to cut this kind of wire, because if you can see this, mine have had it. They're all choppy and spacey and they barely cut. So use a pair of wire cutters. These ones here are broke. They no longer have that, but they cut the wire. Get the job done. I have more somewhere, I just don't know where. I'll have to raid my husband's tools and get as close as you can. Cut that off. You have to hold on to it. It'll go flying. And now, the first tool I'll use, pliers, just to get nice and close. Push it down, and then, like everything else, I go in with the pair of tweezers. And these ones here are too pointy. I might have to get the other ones for the push. I just don't want it to catch on anything. These ones here are flat, and they'll do the job. There we go. So there's the back, and that's how it's looking in the front. And I'm sorry, that is one pretty spider. Even though I don't like them, I will hang this in my workspace. This one here I made because I like it. And I didn't want to make an ugly one because I figure you're not going to want to see an ugly spider. You might not even watch, but you might watch a pretty one. So the other thought I had, do I have one over here? I thought I did. Well, let me see. No joke, guys. I've made millions of these dangles. What I was thinking, how cool would these look in a web, or have the spider have a dangle? It almost looks like a drop of water. You know what I mean? Huh. Can you see that? We might try that. Maybe just do the teardrop and not the full dangle. And this is only one of many. I have some with all beautiful beads and end caps, and I literally have made over 300. That's what I do when I'm bored. I make stuff. So the other thing I might work on, I'm definitely going to do a hoop next. But if you've watched, I didn't do a tutorial on it. It wasn't meant to be a tutorial. Not for me. On the heart with the cross in it, Donna did a tutorial on hers, and I think she's actually working on it now. She made a few changes. I worked on the black, it's black, and the beads are gold and green, and I did the cross the same way. I also have a white one. That's the one that she's working on. I may do a tutorial on that. She sent me two, and yeah, I'm definitely, I don't want it to just sit there, because if I don't do something with it, it'll never get done. 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, and this is the third one. Slide it down, really slide it down, and then flip it over and make sure that all your bicones are all the way down so that your spider sits upon its legs. Now, again, pull it as tight as you can. Fold it over. Now your beads won't move. Hold on to it, and then just wrap it above that bicone beneath your clear bead. Push it down. You don't have to go around 100 times, just a little bit. It's not coming off, I promise. Now, with the flattest side, get as close as you can to that wire, because if not, it's a little hard to get it to go underneath or around. See, like right now, that hurts. Look at my hand. My gosh, you can tell I've been working, guys, just not filming. I've been sitting in the front room at my leisure. And I'm going to get in there with my tweezers. And I can still feel it. I don't mind so much if you can see it, as long as it doesn't catch on you, which, unless you're going to play with your bug, you're good. Okay, so now, oops. Oh, that's not ladylike. Keep those legs down. I need to take a look at the top part of my spider. I like the way this looks. Also, you can bend, I say at the knee, you can bend it so that if you want it like on a desk or on a shelf or something like that, you can do that and it will stand. This is good wire. You can do your spider however you want and it will stand. I had them standing hanging from my workspace and then I got sick of looking at them. But anyway, so now you know how to do the top. You do loops. The ones in the middle, wrap it around your bead and make sure that they go all the way to the underside. Make sure that this wire goes, the beads go all the way to it. I'm going to pause, I'm going to do the bottom half and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to finish up the spider. I've actually been gone too long. I had to pause it to do something and now we're going to finish up. So I think we're going to use probably, these were all different sizes. I could go really tiny, but I definitely want to use that dangle. So I think we're going to try with, it doesn't need a whole lot of space. We'll try it with this one. It might be too small. A little jump ring. There is a special tool, looks like a ring. And I don't see it. Oh, I do see it, but I'm not going to get it. So what I'm going to do, because the front and the back are the same, actually I want the head up a little bit higher, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to take this little jump ring, I'm going to slip it through the loop, maybe. I'm going to add my little dangle, and then I'm going to add the other end, and hopefully I can get it done in the first shot. Oops. If I can grab it, I can use both pair of pliers to close it. There we go. There. Now let's see. I have to look at it first. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's go to the other side first. Maybe I'll use a bigger jump ring. Actually, I'll use one of these. Okay. First I have to make sure that they're sideways. I think that's what I did wrong. It just looks like a big old space in between. I don't like it. So let's try this. Oops, not like that. Almost like that. Let's put this piece of chain in there. When I did the other spiders, I had them on my board with fishing line. So they just kind of looked like they were suspended there. It was kind of cool. But this time I want to use a chain. They kept getting all caught up on everything. Let's see how that looks. I have to hold it up first. Yeah, I definitely don't like this. But also, what I'll do, after I fix that, I'll come back and put a little dot of glue. I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to put it right where the wires are. Just one drop. I'm not afraid of it getting on the beads and discoloring. It's just, that's not a concern right now. Right now I just want to fix that. I don't like it. I might like it if I mess around with it just a little bit. First of all, they have to be facing, not like that, like that, so that I can bring them together. Let's try a different loop, a different jump ring. I think we'll graduate to this size. Again, let's open it up. Let's try it. See what happens. I think a prism is too big for this one, even though I used a prism on the other pink one that's somewhere. Unless it went for a walk. I can't see it right this minute. Bring that in. Is that going to go in the middle? Oh. Okay. And it's off. Last try. If not, I'm not even going to close this one. There. Now let me take a look. I'll tell you if I like it. I like it. You know, spiders don't look like that. Mine does. Okay, so with that being said, I will let you go and leave it like this. It kind of looks like hanging. I will take a little video of it hanging. Kinda looks like a little drop of water, but it's a pretty little spider. Actually, it's not that small. Let's see, in comparison to the other pink one, the other pink one is much smaller. The green one, it's about the same size as that. But anyway, until next time, guys, I'll be back with another project. Love you much. Have a good day.